Hey, what's going on, guys? Oz here. This is a TDM gameplay on the map Raid using the Chicum, whatever you want to call it, submachine gun, or the chicken barbecue gun, like Green Goblin used to call it. Just playing some League TDM. This is not regular TDM. I've been playing a lot of League lately. But see, what I've been doing is I've been playing solo in the League TDM, and then me and SK and like two buddies, we would go do the Champion Series. So I've been getting my feet wet a little bit of the competitive side of Black Ops 2. One thing I want to mention really quick is in the TDM series, you get a lot of those Wings of Redemption guys that are sitting behind assault shields with LMGs for absolutely no reason in the team deathmatch. There's a lot of those guys. I personally don't think that's very effective in TDM. I suppose in the Masters leagues for team deathmatch, I guess that might work for you if that's what floats your boat, but it's kind of a shitty way to play in my opinion. I think that assault shield's best used in the objective modes, things like domination, where you need to clear out, heavily camped areas, and you want to push through with that shield. It's not for you to sit in the back of the map behind to use as like a piece of protection, so that you can just sit there and not move. But up to each his own. But anyways, yeah, I want to talk about League in this gameplay. Just my thoughts. This is long overdue. I've just now started getting into the League. I probably won't be posting too much of it because I just don't find it that entertaining. There's a lot of close games like this TDM game right here, which I do pretty well in. It's a really tight game up until the end. We end up winning by, I think, 1 or 2 kills. Ended up coming back at the very last second. So that's pretty good. Most of the TDM games are like that. It's also like that. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say it's like that in the Champion Series. See, me and SK, we're primarily like ground war and domination players. That's what we've been playing ever since I've known SK, since MW2. Every time we would play, it's always domination. We started out in 6v6. Wasn't until the last two Call of Duties, MW3 and Black Ops 2, that we've really been getting into ground war. So I mean, to go over and play something like Capture the Flag is an easy transition. I find a lot of success in Capture the Flag, but things like Search and Destroy, which I really struggle in. Search and Destroy is one of my worst game modes. I don't know, it's just something about that game mode. It's really, really campy. It takes a lot of strategy. Also, Hardpoint is a pretty fun game mode to play, but it's pretty frustrating as well, especially when you come up against guys that are really, really good. I think me and SK and 2 of our buddies that we've been playing with, I think we're right at the top of not Masters. That'd be crazy. If I ever reach the top of Masters, fuck that, dude. There is too much coordination going on with these teams. I think we're at the top of Platinum right now. We're trying to get into the Masters leagues. It's gonna take time. I mean, we've only got like something like 15 games under our belt. It's a big adjustment, especially like I said, when you play the good teams, they know exactly where to go on the hard points. They know the routes to take. They know the spots. They know how to anchor down the spawns. And even though I know that, it's hard to actually execute it with the team. See, I know I have a lot of knowledge for myself, but when it comes to my teammates, it's not easy getting everybody on the same page. And then there's times where I have my off days. So, there might be a day where SK is really killing it, everybody else is really killing it, and there's times where I might be, letting the team down. And that's probably the only downside to the League is, it's so team-based that it's pretty frustrating when your team's not as good as someone else's. No matter how good the individual players are, if you don't have the teamwork down, then you're screwed. And that's pretty much the League in a nutshell. But yeah, anyways, guys, I want to talk. Right here, I get blown up by an RC as I try to move my sentry. That sucks. I want to talk a little bit about this Chicum submachine gun. I made a video a long time ago when the game first came out back in November that this is quite possibly one of the best guns in the game. I still stand by that. I really do like this gun. It's very, very devastating, especially up close to mid-range. It's a very, very good weapon. The way that I personally like to use it now is before I used to run it with the iron sights. Now I always use the red dot because there's so many instances where when you get into a gunfight and you start shooting, you get off target, such as right there. I try to burst that guy, but because of the recoil, it took me off target. Now, normally with the red dot, I'm able to stay on target. That's why I use it, but I just got a little bit too anxious in that situation, and then I overshot the weapon and recoil, got away from me. But that's why I like the red dot. I also like to use extended mag because in instances like that, you're gonna need to spray a lot. If you don't have, this gun shoots in bursts of 3, so if you don't have extended mag, you're only going to get 10 bursts, and it's going to take you like sometimes up to 3 or 4 bursts to kill one enemy. So after every 1 or 2 kills, you're reloading. So when you slap on extended mag, it's just going to give you that extra 1 or 2 kills out of your gun without reloading, and that's very, very crucial. I also like to run stock on it, kind of using it somewhat like a hybrid mobile assault rifle, kind of like the Peacekeeper. Kind of think of it that way. But just use it a little bit closer than the Peacekeeper, because this thing does not kill very good from range. Anyways, that's the end of this gameplay, guys. The final score was, I think, 22-6. League TDM. I'm out. Peace.